a good time. Put a smile on your face, yeah. Can't be Cam and Elation Radio. Even brighten your day and help you through the night. Bringing you good music. Can't be Cam and Elation Radio. And here's your host, Kimmy Kim.
What's going on, everybody? Charles McCutchen here. I'm your favorite entrepreneur. I want to welcome everybody to Charles's Corner as we kick this new year off. Got a few things I'm going to share with y'all today. And these are just some of the things that I've used in my time. And no matter where you are in life, there's certain things we need to be privy to, we need to have a better understanding of, and you know, I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. So if this is the first time hearing me, I've been doing this for a few years. I've been speaking for a long time, but on this particular show, Elation Radio, been speaking on here for a few years, and a lot about business. And what I'm doing is I'm going more towards what makes up a person and how you as an individual can move yourself from point A to point B, then C, and go down the road. Because you can start a company, but if you don't have the mentality, if you don't have the drive, if you don't have the attitude, a lot of the stuff that I put out is not going to work for you, just to be honest. Just, you know, mindset. And that was one of the first things that I learned was mindset. And I actually learned that from a well-renowned speaker, Les Brown. He would speak on it, and then I started hearing other people speak on it, and I'm like, I don't want to learn mindset. I want to get to the money, and I understand people when they say that because I was there, and I was like, mindset is a bunch of bull crap. They just wasting time. Show me the steps. And so I can relate to people. I actually started from the projects. You know, we didn't, God thank you that we didn't stay there long, but you know, we went from the powdered eggs, the powdered milk, and everything like that, and had the government cheese, and, you know, that's just what it was. And the food stamps. Back then, we had these paper food stamps, and they had denominations on them from $1, $5, $10, $20, and you take them to the store, and you rip it out, and you give it to the person, and then they give you the food or items that you asked them for, that type of thing. So we have the haves and the have-nots. And what I would do way back then is I would watch TV, and I would watch this show called Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous. And it would come on a weekly show, and they would show all these people who are like the super rich. And they be in their yachts that look like, I don't know, mansions and the fancy cars. And I'm looking at their life, and I'm looking at our life, and I'm like, why can't we have that stuff? And I think that's where we go wrong. We don't ask enough questions. When we ask our mind the question, our mind tries to find the answer. And so, and it's not really just the question. Right question. You have to ask the right questions. And you may not have it inside you because you only know what you know. You probably have to get it from somewhere else. And today I'm going to give y'all a few of those. You know, you can take them and do what you want to do with it. So there's the haves and the have-nots. There's more of the have-nots than the haves. So, and as we can say, there's a few people with real money. And real money, the term is subjective to me because real money to some people could be $60,000. Real money to some people could be $30,000. Could be 80, could be 90, could be 100, could be 500, could be $1 million. It's different for different people. So this is what I do. I'm a numbers guy. So I look at different things, and I find that about 10% of people are going to really go out and go do something, just to be honest. You know, not a lot of people going to get up and move, and that's basically how our minds are set up. We want to be comfortable. So the mind will go back to being comfortable. That's just how it is. I remember reading a study back in the day. It was from Cornell University, and they looked at 100 people that were over the age of 65. They looked at their financial status, like where they are at the age of 65. And in that study, they found that 4 people are going to be okay financially, and one of those is going to be a total of 5. 4 people are going to be okay, and that one person is going to be killing it financially. Then they said the 95 people are not going to be anywhere where they need to be, and by the age of 65, they said you'll be either dead, inevitably, we all going to pass dead, or dead broke. So they telling me, by looking at that study, out of 100 people, 95 people would be dead or dead broke by the age of 65. So, take that what you will and do what you want to do with it. But this is what I used to do. Travel the country, do these seminars and stuff like that. Talk to people in there. And there's one I remember doing up in the D.C. area. I think it's online. I think I had probably about 60 people in the room. I asked that question, like, will you be one of the 5 people that's going to be financially okay? I said, stand up. And the sad part is some people didn't even stand. That's just, wow. I was just shocked because usually everybody wanted to stand. And a lot of people did stand, but they stood without even having a plan. They stood without having a plan. A lot of people thinking about their financial woes, and some people are not. Some people never think about it. So the questions have to be asked to our mind, and then the solution is how your mind takes that information and goes out to go figure it out. That's just where we are. You have to be in the race to get a chance to win. 90% of people, and this is what I've met over my lifetime, are not even in the race. They're just not. So one question that you would ask yourself, what are your plans for increasing your income? And I stop right there and I ask people that question, and they look at me like, huh? Like, what are your plans? Like, what do you have set up for you to increase your income? And most people don't have a clue. And some people say, yeah, I'm going to be okay. But what does that mean? Like, is it detailed out? And if it's not, how do you think you're going to get there? Like, we can all lie to ourselves. That's easy. You can make it up as you go. That's so easy. But to have a plan and to have goals and to have somebody that's holding you accountable and to have a mentors or mentors, plural, people that you can count on that have been there, done that, that's different. That's different than just making it up. The first thing is called a decision. You have to decide where you want to be in your life and what you want your future to be and what your future generations' lives will be. Because what you're doing right now, you're directly in control of the next 4 of your generations by the steps you take or don't take. So you're making a decision whether you want to or not. It may not be the best decision for you or the people that's coming after you, but you're making a decision. And you're going to affect them some way, somehow. You're going to affect them. So you have to make the plan. But you have to get the plan vetted by people that have been there. So you make it plain and you go after it, but you have to go after it with such tenacity and aggression and relentless. You have to be relentless to go after it. It's probably going to keep you up at night when you really dig down deep and you figure out why you're doing what you're doing, that reason why, that will get you going. And if it doesn't make you cry, you really haven't figured it out yet. Let me ask y'all a question. And I just thought of this today, y'all. Straight up. Have you ever made a souffle? Made a souffle. Many have never. I never even thought about a souffle. Look at it this way. I'm sure, like, if you never made a souffle, probably wouldn't even look up the recipe for it, right? Why would you? It don't make sense for you to because you're never going to make it. You never thought about it. Wouldn't make sense. Now let's flip it. If you had thought about it, you'd have looked up the recipe. You'd have probably went into the store and started grabbing everything you needed. Same goes for making more money. You look up the steps to get there. You get around the right people to get there. And that's one of the ways to get there. So we can make excuses or we can make more money, but we can't do both. And I only bring up money because we can say money makes the world go round. You know, money is not everything, but they say it's linked up there with oxygen because we needed to keep a roof over our head, keep us warm, you know, pay the bills, blah, blah, blah. So that's why I bring up money. And people always justify their failures by using excuses. That's just where people are. Listen to people as they talk about other people, and see how they limit what others do by stating that they're lucky. People justify it and make themselves feel better because this person is doing X, Y, Z. Oh, they lucky they got blah, blah, blah. It happens because I tell people straight up, and I'll give y'all a quick example. So LeBron James' son, he's out there playing basketball, and everybody's like, well, he's going to make it to the NFL, not NFL, but the NBA due to LeBron. He can't even play the game, whatever. The kid is probably 17 years old. These are grown men talking. And I'm like, are you that uptight about a 17-year-old kid that say that, you know, he's in high school, that he won't make it to the NBA? You're not even giving the kid a shot. And I think you're looking at your limitations on your life, and you're putting it on a 17-year-old kid. It's just what it is. You know, I just brought that up the other day. So what happens to us is the human mind wants to be comfortable. The human mind will resist useful knowledge. They say when you know better, you do better, and we all know that to be a lie. It's not true. Because there's plenty of things that we know that we just like, we're not going to do it. Even though we know it could be better for us and we know better. You know, we know better, but we still do it anyway. You know. So what I did and what you need to do is get those people that are qualified to teach you what you know. And I just saw this young lady post on social media that she wished she didn't mentor. And I was like, ooh. And I told her I had mentors. She paid $500 for hers or whatever, $500 every 3 months or something. I said, I have mentors. I paid thousands too. But I said, you may not have the right mentor. So the mentor is going to teach you things that you don't know. So you have to stop allowing those who've never been there to try to tell you how to do something. Now I want everybody to buckle up because we're about to take flight real quick. I'm about to take y'all on this flight real quick. So when was the last time you've been on a plane? You did everything to get that flight. You had to look up the times and everything like that, directions, when you land, you get there, where you going to go, who you going to meet, that type of thing. You had to do something. You had to at least get to the airport on time. You know, nobody just shows up unless you're that woman or that man. They just show up, you got your own private jet, and you leave whenever you want to leave. Now, let's take a pilot. Let's take a mechanic. They have checklists, right? I know when I take my car to the Lexus dealer, they have a 161-point inspection checklist that they go through. And their goal, you know, make sure they following the steps to protect you and your car from breaking down. So let's take the pilot. The pilot has that same type checklist. When they land, they got a checklist. When they take off, they got a checklist. The question I have for you is, why don't you have a checklist? Why are you not marking stuff off? Now, this checklist is something you should be looking at daily. Morning, you can look at it noon if you want to, at night, and it probably should be in your bathroom. Until you get used to having a checklist because you've never done it before. And you really have to go through that in detail and really think about what you're doing and why it's up there. Why did you put what you put up there? I want y'all to look at this and think about it because this is how I live my life. We will be rewarded in life. And your life and your reward will be a reflection of how you serve others. So who are you serving? I'm going to say this again. Our rewards in life will be a reflection of how we serve others. I'm going to let that one go. So A lot of people working a 9 to 5. The money you pay from your job will reflect how fast your company can replace you, how valuable you are, and your skills and abilities. Think about it. The money you pay from your job will reflect how fast your company can replace you, how valuable you are to the company, and your skills and abilities to help that company to move forward. Key to everything we want in our lives, y'all, is right in our mind. It's crazy to say that. They say it's 6 inches. Some of y'all, oops. But yeah, 6 inches between the ears. That's our most valuable space. That's the key to everything we have. One idea can give you the riches. And you see these kids, literally kids online, creating these what we call non-fungible tokens. One kid made over $4 million creating a thing called an NFT, non-fungible token. The problem is people, they have a lot of ideas, but they never act on them. They see it later and say, oh, shoot, I thought of that 10 years ago. Now the other person is living, living the lifestyle you could have been living, making the money you could have been making, and then you going back to the 9 to 5. The 9 to 5, now I have no knock against 9 to 5. Been there, done that. The 9 to 5 will only pay you so much money, family. I've never seen a person that only works for 9 to 5, and then they just excel in life after retirement, where they just wealthy as all get out. Never seen it. So what I do in my life is I do what others won't. I take intelligent chances. I do take risks. And if you do what others do, then you'll get what others get. There's not a lot of people I'm willing to follow. Not going to happen. They're just not living the lifestyle that I want to live. And if you choose to take their advice, be willing to take their lifestyle. Live their lifestyle. The problem is a lot of people are not committed to it. Like you haven't set your stuff up and say, okay, I'm going to do X, Y, Z. And I tell you have to commit to something. You got to stick to it. I've seen some people go from A to B to Z. I'm like, good gracious, you're not sticking to one thing and becoming great. And I see some people try to follow my lifestyle, and I'm like, you don't understand. I'm on page 31. You on page 3. And you're trying to do what I do. It don't work that way. I put time into my crafts, plural. Time into my crafts, plural. Even after I get off of this, I got craft. I got to put time into it. And so a lot of people are not willing to do that. So you won't get what the others get. This is what you do. You need you time, family. I don't care how great a parent you are, how great a worker you are, how great a significant other you are, you still have to have you time because you have to think. Without that thinking, you won't be able to grow. You have to create. You must create. God gave us the ability to create. He provided for us for those 6 days. He created everything. Now, we really, truthfully have everything we need. He said, be fruitful and multiply. Then he gave us the lands to cultivate. If you look up work, it's all throughout the Bible. Work, 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 work. But you have the ability to work. Work is supposed to be, a good thing. All good things, So we have the freedom. He gave us the freedom to think how we want to. And so many people stop themselves because they feel others are not on the same track. It's not about other people. The same track gets you the same thing other people have got. The way I see it, there's only but a few small people who make over 6 figures. Then the numbers get smaller. The more money people make, the money gets smaller. There are fewer millionaires and fewer billionaires. Those are the people who chose to go out on a limb. Some of them got it granted to them. Yeah, some of them did not. Some of them, we don't even know their stories, and we think they had it all good, and then next thing you know, they got $7 in their pocket. We just didn't know they had $7 in their pocket. They chose to go out on that limb where the tree could break, and they did it anyway. The one question I ask a lot of people is like, how long are you going to wait before you make your move? You're definitely not waiting on God. Don't please stop saying that. You're not waiting on God or anybody else. Nobody's coming to save you. You're waiting on you. And you don't have to hit a home run. Everybody just want to knock it out the park. You can just help people. Start there if you have to. Find something that people need and go from there. Do the unthinkable. You have to take a risk to get there. That's the only way it's going to work. Don't matter how old you are, family. Henry Ford started making cars at 45 years old. Now we got Ford all over the country, all over the world. Kentucky Fried Chicken guy, until he started in the 70s. And he got told no for years. But he never gave up. His attitude pulled him through. You become what you think about the most. Your environment is a reflection of you. You. Person you are, and you can't blame anybody. You have to deal with that situation, whatever it is. We can make excuses or we can make money. Your environment is a direct reflection of you. So you have to get around better people. And if you can't change your environment right now, you can change the people you're around, and you can change what goes into your mind. Nobody can stop what goes into your mind, and you have the ability to change the people that are around you. This is one thing you can do. You can think of the person that you would most want to switch places with. Hopefully you can do what they do or learn to do what they do. Who's that person? Are they famous or no? Are they living the lifestyle you want to live or no? And you work like crazy to become them. You have to act like them. You have to do like them. You have to follow them. And it's cause and effect. You will grow into the person you want to become. And you can't do this overnight. It's like losing weight. If you're 30 pounds overweight, you probably didn't gain that in a night. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Thanksgiving, okay, I give you that one, but you probably didn't gain 30 pounds overnight. It took you some time to get there. So for you to get your mind and your environment and everything else right, it's going to take you some time. That's all. These people, for the most part, were not lucky. They decided to make a change, and they decided to go for it. And I tell people, there's nobody that can stop me. Same for you. Nobody can stop you. Nobody. Remember that your reward in life will be a reflection of how you serve others. So I ask you the question again. Who are you serving? Why are you serving? That's the question. God has done everything. He laid everything out for us. We really only pray for him for when the hard times happen. And a lot of people don't give thanks for the good times. We take the glory, and we just up there, everybody's smiling. A lot of people don't want to give it back. You got to give it back at all times, though. Pray through the good times as well as the bad. That's how we win. But we have to give back to the people. I believe, this is just my belief. This is not written anywhere, I don't think, but, this is just my belief. I believe we were put here to help people. But I know we were put here to put work in, but that work can actually serve others as well. So that's a form of helping people. So it's all, I guess it's all encircled the way I look at it. And, you have the give and the push and the pull and the yin and the yang. You have those kind of balance each other out. That's what we are. So this is a whole new year, family. 2022, a whole new year. And it's almost like I didn't finish some stuff from last year. That's just how I feel. I'm always going to feel that way. We are our worst critics, so we're harder on ourselves than anybody else. But I'm still working to go get it, and nobody's going to stop me still. I don't care, but I'm still working to go get it. And I just truly believe when you're ready, what they say, the teacher will appear. When he's ready to give it to you and you've used up your territory, he will increase it. He will increase your territory and give you more. Some people can't even deal with more right now. We all want more, but we can't even deal with it. I gave y'all the example last week where you have a plate of food and your plate is stacked up. You can't even put no extra food on there, but you still want more. You have to eat what's on the plate. And I tell people this every day. I can't commit to your journey because I'm still on mine. I have some things I need to do first that's on my plate, and I don't even have any room on my plate to add your journey on my plate. because a lot of people try to pull me in different directions, and I just be transparent with people and tell them I'm sorry, I can't do it. Not today. We may circle back around in a month or two, but right now I can't do it. I get so many emails, so many text messages, so many calls. Charles, can you? Charles, can you? Charles, can you? And I'm like, oops, nope. I just tell everybody no. And that's one of the most powerful words that I found in my vocabulary, the word no. It's helped me tremendously. I used to not even say that. I couldn't get it out because I'm such a helping person that some people take advantage of you when you're that type of person. But now, hey, I can say no, and no, and I can keep saying it. It doesn't matter to me. I'll say it every day. I'm good at it now. I'm good at it. I'm great at it. So some things that I would want you to do: find your mentor. Decide that, first is decide that you want something different. Make the decision. Until you do that, hey, keep doing what you're doing. If you don't make the decision, nothing else after that is going to matter. The decision needs to come first, and then you need to find out what you want to do. Then you need to find those people that can get you there, and then you find the people who you most want to emulate and do exactly what they do. And I tell people to do what I do, you're going to have to do what I do. If they get up at 5 in the morning, get up at 5 in the morning. I've done that already. I've been down that journey, and I'm trying to tell people this is nothing new to me. I'm so entrepreneurial-like. My mindset is there. My actions are there. Because I can't quit because my why is bigger, I have people waiting on me to make this move, and then that move, and this move, and it's a domino effect for other people. Get your checklist. Where is your checklist? How are you working it out? Who are you serving? How long will you wait? These are just questions, family. How long are you going to wait? When are you going to make your move? When are you going to change your environment? That's what you got to ask yourself. Did you get in your situation overnight? No. So it's going to take you some time. And that's okay. But start yesterday. That's the best I can give you, family. I pray everybody's going to go get it. Because this will be televised. For allowing me the platform. Thank you to the Elation team for keeping on. And, we got to see where we take everything. We have to look at where we are and the puzzle pieces that we have, put them down and let the other puzzle pieces come. And that's a whole other conversation. So I'm going to pray us out. Say, dear Lord, please give us the strength and the mental fortitude that we need to move forward and know that everything will be okay because everything happens on your time. Open our eyes, our ears, and our hearts to you. I pray that you will calm any fear or anxiety we may be feeling. Guide our thoughts so that we can push through along our journey. Continue to bless us and our families. Keep them safe and healthy. We may not always see the clear picture, but we know, without a doubt, you didn't bring us this far to only bring us this far. We still remember the time and time again as you've given us the right path and gave us mercy. We know we are creatures of habit, but continue to guide us as only you can through life's trials and tribulations. In your name I pray. Amen, amen, and amen. And I'm your favorite entrepreneur, Charles McCutchen. God take it easy.
Shout out D on the track, Paint Music Media. Shout out DJ Lee Productions, and I'm Al Care. But if you a game changer, got my head, my grind on high, win, lose, or drought, I'ma ride till I die. I go hard in that lane, my God is the aim. Put me in, coach, and watch me change the game. Cause I'm a game changer, 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 I'm a game changer. I'm full court press, I pledge allegiance to the best. They ain't nothing left to give it that reverence that the Father gets. So every day I work the sweat, can get a flesh, another rest. They say go hard or go home. I say just do whatever's best. It's evident I'm blessed and I work like it. Fight like a Viking, fight like a lichen. The difference is I like it, so I shine like I'm lightning. So I'm going head to head with certain depth. Who you liking? Yeah. So it's time for coach to put me in. I'm strapping on my shoulder pads, lacing up my cleats, and then I'm gone with the wind. Like I'm gone in 60 seconds. You can't hold me, you can't check me. Check the memo, check the message running through. Like I'm baddest, I'm trucking whoever standing in my way. Ain't no way you gon' stop me. You better off to let me in, cause I go hard, even though they say no way that I could win. Like I'm Brett Ford, I'ma ride this game, my head to the sky. My grind don't hide. Win, lose, the drought. I'ma ride till I die. I go hard in that lane. My God is the aim. Put me in, coach, and watch me change the game. Cause I'm a game changer. 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 Yeah, I told you once before, my God came to change the game. Different outlook on to life, a different way to play the lane. Now my rushing yours is skyrocketing, now I'm so insane. For the kingdom building, now my shot, it cannot be contained. So I'm gon' pray for change, for myself and then what I can. I don't need no euros or no pesos or no money grams. Shout out to Wado, cause I know that he gon' play this fam. The FCA Sports Camp, game changer, summer jam. I don't need 100 grand to tell them that they need the lamb. It's heaven, it's just who I am. Al Cam, this where I stand. Man, I'm gon' play the fist. It's too deep to turn it quick. It's like I'm out from the trap to turn around, get back in it. Never that's so insane. It's evident your book they chain. Like I'm Jack Johnson. The same year he changed his name. So I sacrifice my life for the cause, just to win. And if you a game changer, let me see you represent. My grind don't hide. Win, lose, the drought. I'ma ride till I die. I go hard in that lane. My God is the aim. Put me in, coach, and watch me change the game. Cause I'm a game changer. 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 Now put me in, coach. 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 I'ma go hard.
I'ma go hard. I'ma go hard. I'ma go hard.
Cause I'm a game changer. I'm a game changer. I'm a game changer. I'm a game changer. I'm a game changer.